Hello guys, welcome to the channel, and welcome to the video about all the news on the FNAF 2 movie. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is basically my favorite game in the series, and this game literally changed my life forever. So I'm forever grateful to Scott for this game, and I feel like I just have to make this video about FNAF 2 movie. So let's just remember all the main news, leaks and predictions about the upcoming film. On April 9, 2024 we received the very first teaser from Blumhouse, which confirmed that work on the movie had already begun. In the photo we can see one of Jim Henson's Creature Shop puppeteers, Robert Bennett, assembling a miniature model for Mangle, and we can also see Toy Bonnie in some of his parts, and maybe even a part of Withered Bonnie. And by the way, here's some interesting detail that we can clearly see that the base of Toy Bonnie's head was already created in April, so I assume that the photos we got during the 10th anniversary week were not taken in August, but much earlier. Perhaps Jim Henson's team began working on the animatronics for the second film immediately after the release of the first, who knows. Anyway, let's move on to May 17, 2024. It's not exactly behind the scenes photos, but we got some cool photo from Matthew Lillard. Yeah, like, Purple Guy himself in the iconic yellow rabbit suit, and Scooby-Doo is here as well, of course. Also, Blumhouse revealed the official release date for the second movie on that day. December 5, 2025. God, there's not much longer to wait, if you think about it. Then came the main event of last year for FNAF, and of course it was the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh man, the first week of August was probably the best thing of last year. I literally didn't sleep all those nights, we literally were getting something every day from August 1st to August 8th, it was very cool. And of course, Scott was sharing some really cool behind the scenes photos every day during this legendary week. We were able to see the process of making Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Endoskeleton's Ribcage, Mangle, Withered Freddy, Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, Withered Foxy, in the most amazing photo, in my opinion, is the finished head of Toy Bonnie. One of my favorite animatronics, no kidding. And yes, we can say that it was confirmed that the Withereds will be in the movie as well. But what's most interesting is that despite all the leaks from insiders, we clearly saw that Withereds are gonna look accurate to the game. And oh god, just massive thanks for that, because I really didn't like the leaks that they are supposedly going to simply disassemble the animatronics from the first movie to make them look like the Withereds. Perhaps it would be more logical for the story, but honestly, I'm against changing the design of any character. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see how everything comes together in the movie. And now the juiciest part, on October 18th, Blumhouse posted the first official teaser poster for FNAF 2 movie. Well, I guess everyone has seen this by this point. And oh dear, Toy Freddy looks absolutely fantastic, like oh my god. Jim Henson's Creature Shop absolutely cooked with the animatronics for this movie, we can already tell it. And yeah, official release date is still here, so we just have to wait for December now. And here we are, filming for the sequel began on October 27, exactly 1 year after the release of the first film. In theory, filming of the second movie was supposed to end on January 31st of this year. Well, yeah, it has ended already. As we remember, for the first movie the codename was Bad Cupcake, and for the second on it is Music Box. Well, I hope that the puppet actually appears in the sequel, and most likely will be possessed by Garrett. It would be very cool. Despite the fact that Scott and Blumhouse said almost nothing about the filming process, we still received quite a lot of leaks and interesting photos. Well, because it's impossible to hide anything from FNAF fans, I'll probably just show you all these photos quickly without unnecessary comments, since you probably already know everything about what's going on in each picture. Shout out to Deducer for that by the way. So, we also know that the second movie takes place in 2005, 5 years after the first one, because the questionnaire for the film Music Box, available publicly, announced that they require cars from 2005 and older. It's also obvious that we'll see flashbacks to William's past in the sequel, so I'm really excited about it. In December, construction of the exteriors of the pizzerias, both FNAF 1 and FNAF 2, finally began. For the first pizzeria, they put a giant green screen behind it, probably to complete the destroyed pizzeria with CGI. I think this is a pretty smart decision, since FNAF 1 pizzeria probably won't take up much screen time, so rebuilding it completely from scratch for a couple of scenes would be a waste of time. Not far from the exterior of the first pizzeria we can see a second, brand new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which suddenly turns out to be even older than the first pizzeria. Just take a look that I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and I agree with what some YouTubers said, like, bro, this building looks so realistic, it's like it's actually been there all the time. The movie team did a fantastic job the second time around. And oh man, this logo. As much as I love FNAF 1 Pizzeria and the animatronics, bro, this is perfection. Just look, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, even Cupcake, they're all here, this kind of nostalgic for me. I remember this old fan arts of the pizzeria, this is awesome. And yes, Toy Freddy will be at FozFest, a festival by fans for fans. If you saw that photo, you know what I mean.
Well, now the most incredible thing. At the beginning of January, Dawko, Razboski, 8-Bit Ryan and Baz went to the FNAF 2 movie set, just like last time. The guys met again with Scott, the animatronics, and were able to visit not only the interior of the FNAF 2 pizzeria, but also see the exteriors as well. In their vlogs, we finally got to see the pizzeria in high-quality footage at night, and it's so sweet and amazing that the crew allowed the guys to walk around and film, despite the fact that at that moment they were filming scenes for the movie. And man, do I need to say anything here? Everything is done at the highest level, and I would even say that it is better. The FNAF 2 pizzeria is much bigger and the exterior looks more 3D, if that makes sense. Set designer Mark did a perfect job again. Like, Baz even said that the building's interior took up 3 or 4 sound stages this time, while the FNAF 1 pizzeria only took up 1. The guys also said that their experience this time was even better. They were allowed to do literally everything. And just like last time, closer to the release of the movie, they will give us full vlogs in which they show us interior of the pizzeria, animatronics, photos, and so on. They said the set is much bigger and better this time. Clearly the budget has gone up a lot. So the guys said they filmed absolutely everything. Every secret, every room, absolutely everything they could. According to Razboski, the pizzeria looks accurate to the game, with some big changes for the movie, of course, which I'm absolutely fine with. I mean, come on, FNAF 2 is literally my favorite game. So for me it would be such a masterpiece that I can't find words. Heck, Dawko literally cried with sadness as he drove back from the set. This place is so amazing and important to him. And God, I completely agree with him. I would have the same reaction, honestly. It's incredible to visit this place in real life after so many years, and I can imagine how surreal it is. I would want to stay there forever as well. Well, the most important thing for me personally is the animatronics. I don't know about you, but I'll take Dawko's word for it because he said they look just perfect. Quote, "They are so accurate, it's insane." And honestly, I never doubted Jim Henson's Creature Shop for a second. They are so talented and incredible. I'm so glad that they are the ones who bring these characters to life for these movies. According to Dawko, Mangle is also perfect and functions amazingly. And I literally can't wait to see this. Raz mentioned that Toy Chica looks perfect. No kidding, she's my favorite character, okay? Okay. And I seriously can say that my childhood dream has come true. I spent more time in this office, in this pizzeria, than anywhere else. I've played FNAF 2 so much that seeing it come to life can't help but bring tears to my eyes, man. And the fact of realizing that my most favorite character is now real makes me so happy that I will never be able to describe it. I'm happier than ever because FNAF 2 is real in some sense, even if only for a movie. By the way, on his recent charity stream, Dawko showed 3 more exclusive set photos. You can see the toy Freddy checkerboard floor, only brighter and newer. We can also see this fast talker, which will most likely belong to Abby. Yes, the animatronics will talk. That's crazy. It would be cool if Scott hired the original voice actors from Ultimate Custom Night, don't you think? Anyway, the most interesting thing here is probably the 3rd photo. You can see director Emma Tammy, Elizabeth Lale, and Matthew Lillard here. This is definitely a flashback scene, and my guess is that we get to see what an abusive father Afton was. I mean, look at him. I don't think this is what a nice, friendly father looks like. There was also a lot of news about the casting and stuff. I'm just gonna say that Josh Hutcherson, Elizabeth Lale, Matthew Lillard are definitely returning for the sequel. I don't know what about Piper Rubio, but most likely she's returning as well. I know that there was a lot that I might not say, not mention, not show, but I wanted to do something like a simple recap of all the important news about the second movie and share my thoughts. As for what I think in general, I'm just gonna say this. I loved the first movie in every single aspect, and it's so important point of my life. But FNAF 2, oh man, I don't even know how to explain it. Just like Dawko said, FNAF 2 is my baby. And I can't agree more with that. Without any exaggeration, FNAF 2 has changed my life for the best. Even though I've been a fan since August 2014, and I knew about FNAF 1 when it first came out, it was FNAF 2 that started my obsession with the franchise. Thanks to this game, I entered the fandom, learned about all the songs, animations, let's plays, amazing people, and content creators. FNAF 2 is the best in the series in my opinion. This particular game will always be my favorite, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. Forever grateful for this memories and happy childhood to Scott. Whether it turns out scary or not, I love it anyway. Believe it or not, but watching this particular movie is the most important event in my life. FNAF 2 on the big screen with real-life animatronics is literally the dream of my whole childhood. This will be the best movie for me, I predict in advance. I still can't believe that we made it to the film adaptation of FNAF 2, but here we are. 2025 will be remembered forever in the history of FNAF. Yeah, that's kinda personal video now, didn't intend that. Thanks guys for being here with me. Now we just have to wait until December to see this masterpiece. Thanks for watching, take care and see you soon.